I put recording on because what you're saying is very important. So thank you for that. Go on.
And yeah, why not show up as I saw myself? Why not show up as I'm asked from spirit to show up? Why not show up as I am, how I feel mostly connected to my, you could call it soul tribe.
Yeah.
That's where I belong. That's where my soul belongs. That's where I get my strength. I feel more and more.
1 second, Oleg. Koen, this is especially for you. Oleg is just explaining that a couple of sessions ago you were telling that you were still thinking about what other people are thinking about you. Remember? You said it many times, but a couple of weeks ago. And Oleg appeared today in the way his spirit wants him to be, without thinking about anybody of us, what we think about his appearance. So thank you very much for this, Oleg. And I think this is, it suits you. It's really beautiful. It's very powerful. I can feel the energy from it. And it's very helpful for all of us because we all are struggling every day and every moment with appearances, what other people are thinking about us, but the only thing what we really want to be is aligned with our spirit. So very, very powerful. Thank you very, very much for that. Maybe Patricia also has something to say to this.
No, I just want to say you really look beautiful.
Yeah.
I really love your outfit.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, the hair.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Ursa.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful. Did you paint it yourself?
That's another story.
Tell a story.
I love your stories.
Yeah. Did you paint it yourself, or did you buy it like this?
I have a very good connection to German woman, Caroline Nobles, very German name. She is a fantastic painter, and she has been doing this kind of drums for 5-6 years, I guess. And I have been following her for a long time. And actually, this drum, I got it in, it is 13 months ago. I got it in the beginning of December 2020. And it was in a collaboration, you could call it. We worked together to make this design because precisely this bear, precisely this image met up in a dream in 2007, where everything changed after this dream. And it is called Ursa because it actually is on the front of a cover to a CD called Ursa from Kailas Kokopelli, who popped into my life. That's a longer story, but he has been my spirit brother through the drums and the flutes and changed my life shortly.
We need a whole hour of talking stories, beautiful stories of Oleg. Beautiful stories. We need great, actually. Just 1 hour full of stories of Oleg.
Okay,
wonderful.
Before we all go into the stories of Oleg, Oleg, is there something you have on your wish list for today?
Yeah, actually, I have two things, and you can say that they are in total different. They are very polarized. The one thing is that yesterday I got words from my spirit guides that when I was sitting in my cacao ceremony in this, I got the message that they said to me, attract what you are and what you are not will dissolve. And that is, you can say that I, in a way, by appearing like I do now, I want to, what you call it, to emphasize that I freaking mean it. To connect, because when the universe, if I'm doubting, if I'm this or that, then the universe doesn't know how to speak to me, as I see it. And the more clear that I can show up, the more clear I guess that the universe will show me and will help me and will heal me. So that one point to emphasize this. The other point is that I'm still struggling with this fruit, and it has been actually worse. And then it came to me that I had a very painful injection in that food where it all started. So I think that my body still is in shock from that experience. I have never, I was hanging under the roof at this doctor, and he was, nearly only laughing. The only thing he said, that if it hurts, I have hit the right spot. That was, and no, nothing at all. So maybe, this trauma, I think that my body is in a kind of trauma from this experience.
Beautiful. Not,
I hope.
not the pain, but that you remember the exact moment when it was inserted in your field. So beautiful. Yeah, let's work with that. Yeah, great. Thank you for that. Lex, what's your wish for today?
This morning I got up, and even yesterday evening, I don't even remember what was in my head, but it was so negative.
Oh.
And I was dancing actually this morning with compassion for that, because everything is part of me. Huh? The compassion is the compassion. I think, yeah, that's what I would like to work with the compassion for myself. That is the most, yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful to work with. Yeah.
Yeah. I know I was a bit, how you say, I was a bit uncertain. I met yesterday a man that I met before, and there's something in my body that wants to connect with him. And I try to restrain that because I don't want to be all over someone. And it makes me very uncertain in this respect. And that the compassion I want is also, or the compassion I want, it is really how I deal with myself. It's not so easy to explain. Yeah. Okay. And I also want to work with, I still have infections in my body. Like this infection I had last week in my chest. I now take took a bit of from Jeroen, some that slow quiets it down.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot of stress still in my body, so it keeps on going into this. That's really too much.
Okay, where does the stress occur from?
Yeah. I wish
Put
I
your hand on
knew.
your heart, please.
Mm. Yeah, actually, Jeroen said to me, basically, what is at the basis of your condition is stress, too much stress. And I think what he meant is that the stress comes from being an alien in this world. That I don't feel connection so much to the world. I really feel sometimes, yes, it's very hard to connect to the world.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's enough to work with on today. A lot. But we work on that. And we'll see how we can manage in this. But keep your hand on your heart, and I will find a way in this.
Mm.
Koen.
Well, yeah, I'm always short in my answers.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, that's it. I want to work on that. No.
Okay.
Just keep on going. Don't think about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Thinking. Yeah, I overthink a little too much still. Yeah. Yeah.
Overthinking.
Overthinking.
That's
Yeah.
the topic, Koen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Patricia.
Yeah, I'd like to focus on embracing new experiences.
Okay. So for everybody who's new here, not in this group, but watching this, we always put our hand on our heart to be connected to our the fountain of the source in our heart. When we start working with light language, we close our eyes to get more in contact with our inner world, to get everything more inside. We started this session with Oleg explaining that he's looking so beautiful today, especially also for Koen, not especially for Koen, but for all of us to show that it's, yeah, that's very important that no matter what, you appear in the way you are at your best. And Oleg is connected with his spirit more and more and more, and listening to his guidance, to the guidance of his spirit more and more and more. And I applaud that, because I think that that's the main solution for whatever happens with you. And it's the direction for everybody of us. And the more we are opening up to whatever there is, and it's connecting to Lex with your not being happy as being an alien. In fact, we are all aliens. This is just a guest planet where we are, and we are temporary here for the so many times life we live here, and we are all aliens. And the more alien we are, the more other people are pointing at us or talking about us. It's the way we live at this planet, because we are doing light work on this planet. We have some special gifts and abilities and tasks, so we can bring that on this planet, so that things were changed for the better on this planet, for all the aliens on this planet and all the aliens around this planet and in all the galaxies. So, and that's sometimes a real lonely path. And we have to just find ways to cope with that, and to find ways that it all comes back to that all is perfectly orchestrated. So whatever we do, our higher self, the connection with our higher self, that is very important, and it's showing us, even if you're alone, you never are alone, because you're always in company with your higher self. And if you're lucky, like Kooten, you got your whole team of players around the higher self as well, and you can see them, you can feel them, you can listen to them, you can talk to them. So we have to open up a little bit more to those connections, and that gives us the comfort of being at home. Then of course we can connect to each other, because we are all those weird aliens, and then it's getting more normalized, and you can feel more comfortable in what you are doing. But do remember, everything is perfectly orchestrated. Everything in the universe is connected to each other. We are here for a purpose, although maybe we don't even know what the purpose is. It's not important, because our higher self completely understands what is necessary and what is needed. So always go back into that connection. Always feel that trust. So the trust is a very important one for today. Trust to be completely authentic, like Oleg is showing us. In my belief system, we got this photon of the source of in our heart. And when we are completely in trust, when we are completely authentic, then all the disbalances will disappear again. They are appearing because they're showing us something is in a disbalance. And when we go into this trust, go into this authenticity, go into this purity, the disbalance will disappear again. So disbalances in of trauma, like in the foot of Oleg, of what's the word? Infections, influations in the body of Lex. My skin appearing to be irritated. All these things, when we all get back to where we are in our purest core, in connection with the higher self, will rebalance. They will, and even our spirits will help us, guide us, show us, inform us how to get onto that balance. So to do that all, let's close our eyes, put your hand on your heart, feet next to each other, and let's first connect to our higher self. This is a different order today, but it's needed, I think. And the connection is in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities. And we are deeply, deeply finding the right connection way to get connected to our higher self, to our team of higher self helpers. Dosh ayi kukukush arat. Nyadat at tu kukukush shami huku. Arini at you're just human bodies at this moment, but we are so much more. And let's ground all this connection as well, ground it through our bodies, because we are bodies here. So let's also ground and anchor this in our bodies, in the planet we are here. And open all these beautiful senses we got, full information of our higher selves, of the team of helpers. And next to the higher self and the team of helpers, there are those beautiful beings from all of the galaxies. Some are blue, some have different colors, different shapes, and they are helping us as well. So start being open to all this extra help. And start completely trusting that everything is perfectly orchestrated by the source. Shum aya, nyanana, inana, hui, okotataya yamashi, nyananiu, shumanayayu, and let go of all these earthly disturbances which are not helping to rebalance. Rish ani, shu uf aya, siuta a, a. So I put a big vacuum cleaner above everybody who's watching this. A big vacuum cleaner, it is sucking up all disturbances, disbalances. Tuf uf ush ish ana. Shubadata okai. And we're gonna keep that till we are rebalanced, realigned with our higher self, we are aligned with the source. We completely trust and feel this trust and live this trust. And that will help us open up completely for all what's new, and everything is new. The world is turning differently and more in a higher space. So let's really be open to all what's new. Let's open up to let go everything we knew before. Nothing is the same anymore. It doesn't need to be the same anymore. It's not possible to be the same anymore. So open up, open up. And to support this, we call in all inner childs of all time, space, dimension, and infinity. And ask them to come and form a circle around us. They are the inner childs of all our lives, including today. We ask the inner childs to form a circle around us. And in gratitude, we connect them with the photon of the source in our heart and the photon of the source of each individual inner child's heart. And there are many, many traumatic experiences of inner child. And Oleg talked about the injection in his foot. We're going to especially look at the inner child. We experienced that, but we all have these moments of trauma, deep, deep core pain trauma. We're going to especially look into these inner child and go back into these moments and tell them these moments were of importance. There was a massive gateway to open for source love. And let's reopen that gateway and refill with source love. And all these inner childs, they will reappear to open up for the source love. Let go of all these other informational emotions. Surya. The thing we have to do is connect to our heart. And as soon as we connect to our heart, we just make the distinction which is pure, which is beautiful, which feels heartful. And that's what the path we walk in. All other things are earthly disturbances. So make choices. It's all choices, even making choices what you want to think. Thinking is a process on this planet. You can choose not to think but to feel. Connect to your heart, connect to your higher self, connect to your inner child. Okay, maybe Patricia. I don't know because. Okay, we're back. Patricia, maybe it's a good idea that you start, if you want, to react, to tell.
Yeah. It really took me away so far. Today I was in the forest and I was connected with the spirit of nature, and last night too. And by the start with the coach, I saw more of the power of nature. So they talked to me and they showed me more. And they showed me the network in Earth and how they communicate. And we only see above what's on Earth, but not what's in Earth. And that's what how that's so strong. So that was really powerful. And after that, I just dived with the inner child. I saw us all four connected on the womb in womb, and that we all four were you were guiding it with the guide to the guide way, I get away and to dive into it. So I saw new periods born. I saw healing on a lot of places, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna say this, oh, I'm gonna remember this, but it was so much that this one just jumps out.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Lex.
Yeah, it took me also very far away. And it reminded me actually this morning when I was dancing that the trust is growing in me actually.
Beautiful.
One of the topics I was in my head was an old one first when I got up about, and yesterday, that I was in my Tai Chi school in Portugal and I had a really, really very hard time. Everybody was battling with each other and always somehow, but I realized they only showed my inner turmoil this morning. They showed my inner turmoil, and what came out of that is that was really something that grew. My trust was growing because of that.
Wow.
Because if I can, evoke that, I can also evoke the complete opposite. Or not me, but the universe will.
Okay, super. Sounds really good. I have a technical information thing to share.
Okay.
On this laptop, I don't have my paid Zoom. And for the first time in my Zoom experience, they made a message, and now it's standing up on top of the Zoom that our remaining meeting time is 8 minutes and 31. And so we have a shorter meeting today. So that this is new for me. This is and so don't let anything disturb about it, but it will be a shorter session, a little bit shorter. Sorry for that. But I think, and maybe therefore the codes were really powerful, and at least I felt so, and I understand from Lex and Patricia the same. So Oleg, how were for you?
I was reminded the image I saw last time in the second round, where I saw me standing in this, and where I saw, light beings, angels, whatever it was, in a circle around me. And I feel very supported in that. And then it came to me about this judgmental way of thinking, that the only judge is me, and it is I lost the words now. I feel that there's a doorstep there in this way of being standing in my own way with these old. I've been judging that. Yeah, there the words came. I have been judging so many people during my life. So many of looking like this or looking like that, saying this, saying that, doing this, doing that, and fellow beings in the traffic, and wow, that idiot there. So in fact, the judge.
Yeah.
When I point one finger out, there's three pointing back on myself. So that's the issue. That is the issue. The only judge to hold me back from meeting up here in this lovely weavings is myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. And very recognizable. Beautiful. I'm going to move to Kooten because we got 5 minutes and I have to manage the time. But I really loved what you said, Oleg, and it really touched my heart. And for me, it's the same. I was exactly the same, and I'm still learning not to judge and not to have a judgment already prepared in the mind somewhere. Just when you see somebody, it's just like poof over there. And I still have to work on that to not do it. Hand on the heart is helping, but I also don't have, when I'm driving, I don't have the hand on the heart, and there are many moments you don't have the hand on the heart. So it's an aid, it's a tool, but it's not. You still have to be alert on that. You still have to find that it's a choice that you want to be connected with your higher self, and you want to be connected with your heart, and not as much being like I can tell you what's better or whatever. Beautifully said. Thank you very much for this. Koen, how was this for you?
Yeah, this week I was a lot alone, going through some things. And since today, because I was on the seaside, and today I came back, and I have already since this morning a lot of hard light language come out, pirate style. Now you I think light language was really powerful also, and it came out with me again. Really unbelievable, nice tones. Yeah, it's almost like singing really hard. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I had some headaches, and during the light language, it was gone completely. I felt
Just
really
pick
good.
up.
I saw nice. I felt even a little bit of love.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So for me, it was very nice. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's nice to hear that you resonate more on the positive things. So the
Yeah.
sea
Yeah.
side was good for you, and
Yeah.
your energy is calmer. So you're doing really well for yourself. You're treating yourself with respect and with love. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still got 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So what I want to do is put some little magic of self-love, purity, trust, authenticity, respect for yourself in a little quick code. If everything is okay with that, it's possible that I will be doing it and it stops. I don't know how Zoom is doing this for the first time. If it stopped, I love you all. Contact me, Koen and Lex, differently, or if there's any issues, Oleg as well. Love you all. Here it comes. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and just enjoy this ride. So it's in all time, space, dimension, infinities. We're going to focus on trust, purity, authenticity, self-trust, self-love. What akash? Hui taka ash or nyamakadi chukur I ota ayan yo maranjak chaka ato nishukur or and we put many healings to you. Words ashi kukukush sumaya nina makaka shukukuku persh ay tatata. We open your hearts, we open your third eye, we open your pineal gland. Dora ikatana na adara yinga no wodo no no yadadari oh shaichumba. We open your vortexes, so you're connected with all galaxies. And we plead, be authentic, be pure. Fill all the gaps with pure love of the source. Trust the system, trust your higher self. Love is around you. This is all love. All is orchestrated in love. All is connected to the nyaka nyaka shi nyama ay shuma ayai shuma aha shika da 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 blend in every